Not what I wanted. Got a stupid drop shot out. Get bit right away. Holy cow. Come on. No! He popped off. No! Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is the SoCal Kayak Anglers number 7 event. It is a 2-day event, our first ever 2-day event that isn't a Tournament of Champions here in San Diego, and it's 2 different lakes. We're going to be fishing Lower Otay today. We just launched and lines are in at 7. The tournament will end, lines out at 3. But today I'm going to a spot I've never actually dedicated fishing time to. I've been over here in this area before. I've seen it, I've thought about fishing it on tournament days, but I've always shied away for whatever reason. There's some nice hydrilla patches over here next to these tules, and by this time of the year that hydrilla should be right at the top, you know, a foot or 2 away from the top, if not at the very top, all the way to the surface. So I've got a frog, I've got a buzz bait, and I'm gonna go after him on top water there, and then from there I've kind of got a plan to head north and eventually end up down Otay Arm today. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's get after him. Popper area right here. Let's grab the popper real quick. I'm just shocked I don't know where the grass is. This is not what I wanted. This is exactly why you pre-fish. There it is. That's a bite. Oh, he's got one. Oh, no. Right on. Right on. Good fish to start the day. I thought for sure he was coming off. Ooh, look at that, hook's barely in. Man, he was coming off any second. Alright. Guys, 16 3/4. Alright guys, we're on the board. Fish number 1 is in the boat. Skunk is gone. Alright guys, making our first big move of the day. You know, no more fish on the popper and absolutely 0 vegetation along that entire shoreline, which this is the first time. I think I've been fishing Lower Otay for 5-6 years now. It's the first time I've not seen vegetation over along that bank. So just ever changing out here. This is why you pre-fish. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to. So right now, making a big move, heading to the point that splits Harvey's and Otay Arm. Hopefully those weeds are pretty high. Trying to take advantage of the calm morning right now. I'm throwing this little popper, a little little finesse approach for the top water, and the wind will start to kick up, and then I plan on just fishing Otay arm the rest of the day and covering water. Alright guys, making our first big move of the day. Well, not what I wanted. What are you doing, little dude? Love the aggression. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. Just learned the hard way. Come on. There you go, you're off. That's what you call curiosity killed the rat. We're gonna retie real quick. I don't like the way that line feels. Well, I cut and retie. Throw a drop shot out there. I'm never the one to pull this move off, but it happens a lot. Guys will throw a bait out, kind of just let it sit. They go to pick it up, and they got a fish on it. So. Fish on. Right on. Throw a stupid drop shot out. Get bit right away. For those of you that know me, you know I don't drop shot. So. Not a giant, but a fish. Junk fishing today. Nice skinny guy. Get to eat. Get some dragonflies. There's fish number 3, guys, and they're still piled up back here after dragonflies. So keep tossing the Cinco in the back and see if we can get 2 more. Alright guys, my chesty's acting up like it always does. Some days the portable charger will keep the chesty going all day, and then other days it's something to do with the connection. But my back camera just shut off and I don't know why. So putting the chesty back on, hopefully you guys don't die, hopefully you stick with me, but still at 3 fish, still grinding. It's 11:30. Right now, I actually just lost a Cinco fish. He wrapped me up in the tulies and came off when he was wrapped up. So frustrating, because this is kind of how it was for the KBF trail. Jumped out to 3 and then got stuck trying to bring fish in through tulies and ended up not catching another one. So it's hard not to think about that right now. No! He popped off. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I know I told you guys that this was a 2-day event, but day 2 was not video worthy. I was in 6th place going into day 2 at San Vicente. I threw big baits all day. I didn't get any bites. It was a horrible day for me. A ton of pleasure boaters out there. Unfortunately, we thought the pleasure boaters had to be off the water at the start of October. That was incorrect, and they needed to be off the water at the start of November. So they're still out there. The day was a catastrophe. Like I said, I didn't get a single bite, but I don't regret the decision of throwing the big baits, going big or going home. That's all I did. I threw big baits throughout the entire day to try to get a big stringer and hopefully make a big comeback, because I was in 6th, but I was down about 10 inches from the win, and 2nd through 6th were all pretty tight. I went for the win. Didn't get it, skunked. It is what it is. I won't be going back there until the pleasure boaters are off the water. It was rowdy out there, just a ton of wakes, a ton of waves. There's always some wind out there, and with a paddle kayak, it's just too difficult for me. It's also pretty dangerous, to be completely honest. I almost was run over at least 3 times, and I'm in a lime green kayak, so just a lot of young kids out there ripping around in their parents' boat. You know, it just doesn't make me feel comfortable being out there. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. It wasn't the season that I expected it to be. COVID played its role just like it has for everybody, and we didn't get to fish nearly as much as we should. Locally, I didn't have any good finishes, and nationally, I only had what I would consider one good finish. So definitely my worst year in kayak bass fishing. So I'm looking to bounce back, and next year I'm looking to throw a Motor Guide XI3 on this kayak so I can hold position and not have to paddle and wear myself out all the time. Or open up the lakes a little bit for me, let me get out there and explore more waters. But as usual, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Just because the season is over does not mean I am going to stop fishing, and it doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos this year. I'm actually on my way to go fishing right now as we speak. So stay tuned for more videos. Let me know what you guys think, and until next time, I'll see you guys out on the water.